Hi guys, welcome to Investing with JYK, and today we'll discuss another past mistake of mine. So this time it's iRadimed, something like that. I only know it by the ticker IRMD. So what it does is it makes MRI compatible things. When I bought in, they had a single product. It was a IV infuser, so the thing that does like IV infusion. That machine that is compatible with MRI machines. So MRI machines are very useful things that can essentially image your body um, without invasive like cutting open you and actually looking. You can actually look inside your body using a magnetic. It's called magnetic radiation resonance or magnetic resonance imaging. Yes, that magnetic resonance imaging. So the problem is that it is by definition a super strong magnetic field, and uh, most devices don't work under don't are not proven to be working under extremely strong um, um, magnetic fields. So when I bought in, they were the only provider of MRI compatible IV infusers, and they're the only one in the US that's approved by FDA. So I bought in. Uh, I found it mainly because of the PEG, the Peter Lynch's PEG metric. Found it to be growing at something like 20-30%, but with a earning of something like 14 when I bought it, I remember. So, so yeah, so let's first review what happened to me, and then we'll go into what I did wrong. Okay, so, here we go. Uh, Seeking Alpha has this pretty nice thing with 5 years of fundamental, some of the fundamental data. So I like that quite a lot. You can even do like P or something like that, right? So you can do 5 years. And for this company, 5 years is all they have. All right, here we go. You can, when I bought in was here. The net income for the past 5 years grew by, well, not 5 years. It was really just 1 year. From 2005 to the end of 2016, well, not end, but close to the end of 2016, it went from $2 million to something like $8 million, fourfold. And I think I bought somewhere here. Very lucky. Well, that's like luck, but I did a lot of things wrong, so I would have eaten this drop regardless. But the timing was pretty bad. Um, so uh, you can see the PE was something like 21, and immediately after I bought, the earnings started dropping until like it's really low now. And if we switch off the PE, we can actually, you have to close one. They used to support 3, now they only support 2 metrics, I think. If you look at PB, they were at some crazy PB of 5, but I thought, if they're earning that much and then they have the monopoly, then what is there to worry? And obviously I was wrong, and I lost a lot of money. I sold out at somewhere around here, I think, at something like half off, basically 50% loss. They came back, but I wouldn't have known that. Okay, so yeah, let's look at the company a little bit. So you got this patient monitor is their new device, and yeah, so that's that. And they also have the IV infusion pump. So this stuff is has precision control and all that nice things. And back then, they were the only producer of the MRI compatible IV infusion pump. But even now, still the only uh, producer of that. That they're the only one that's got the FDA approval. And yeah, you have some whatever stuff. There's something that they're trying to do. I don't think they're selling it yet, as far as I know. Ah, see, this product is not for sale in the United States. They're probably selling it somewhere else, though. And then the last one is some random stuff that doesn't actually make them too much money. It just basically um, accessories that can be this is probably one-time use and stuff like that. So their main two products now is this patient monitor and infusion pump. Okay, so I did read their 10K back then, so that's why I knew about their products and then their competitive advantage. And we know that approval from FDA takes a really long time. So I thought that would be a moat. But what I've missed was market penetration. Essentially, their market penetration was close to 100% when I got in. I never looked at this. If you look at this, there's a drop in price, went from 32 down to 16. So I never thought what the market knew that I didn't, which is okay because sometimes markets are crazy, but I did not think about how much more do they have to expand. If you think about this, if when a device is sold, there that hospital is not going to buy a few new ones, right? Because you just probably need like one or two of these pumps per hospital, and these hospitals have to be equipped with the MRI rooms. So once the majority of the hospitals that want this thing bought it, you can no longer sell. So the market is actually fairly small. I did not think about that. And so I got in at their peak earning. And from then on, their earning just dropped like crazy because they can no longer sell um, their product. So the reason for the recent increase, I guess, is because their new product, their MRI patient monitor, but I think what I learned from uh, iRMD is that first, don't get too cute with biomeds because I don't understand too much about the usages, and I don't understand too much about uh, the regulations and the economics of a hospital. So I bought something that I did not understand. Secondly, I did not think. I mean, I bought something that is essentially a one-trick pony, very similar to GoPro. I did not buy GoPro, but this is a very similar company to GoPro back then because they have a single product. So a one-trick pony You can buy it if it's at the if you think about the growth being like an S curve, essentially you have a slow adoption, and in the middle you got the massive adoption, and in the end you have slowing sale because of market saturation. On this company, you basically got that too. I was not aware of such things, and I fell for that. So since I learned from this, I have the way I changed is that for anything that sells a hot selling commodity, essentially not a commodity, more like a hot selling product, very much like LGIH, I would look at their market penetration. So I did check market penetration for LGIH. They were much smaller than they're like 1 point something billion. When I bought it in, they were sub 1 billion market cap. Their revenue was a fraction of people like DR Horton or Lennar. So they have plenty of room to run. But yeah, so I guess every time you make a mistake, we should always learn something from it. And in this case, is don't buy something you don't fully understand. Well, not fully, but like understand the to a sufficient degree that you can understand the input, the output, and their economics. And the second thing is watch out for one-trick ponies. And the third thing is just market penetration. Do not buy something that is close to saturating the market. And yeah, it's a short video, and I hope all these mistakes that I made will help you in the future, and I hope you can avoid my mistakes. Thank you very much, and if you like the video, please subscribe. If you subscribe, like, comment, maybe tell me something that I probably have missed now. And yeah, see you next time. I'll probably talk about 5G. I have spent a lot of time on like radio wave propagation and attenuation. Hopefully it'll be useful.